Anxiety disorders are the most common form of mental illness in children, often beginning early in development and resulting in chronic impairment throughout the lifetime. Prior research has demonstrated that early in life, children develop a sense of whether they can handle or cope with challenging, novel, or unexpected events. As a result, children learn to view their everyday world as either more or less threatening based on these experiences. Children who perceive their world as more threatening are at a higher risk for developing anxiety disorders. Much of how we initially perceive the world is inferred from parental behaviors. Overprotective parents may convey an exaggerated sense of danger that leads to anxiety-inducing beliefs in their children. These beliefs, once established, usually self-perpetuate. For example, if parents of a young child insist on accompanying them into the classroom, that child may learn over time that they should not be at school on their own. Over time, when they have to separate from their parents on school mornings, that child may begin to cry, throw temper tantrums, or cling to their parents. In response, their parents may become more concerned for their child and stay longer at school, reassure them over and over again, well, there's another one. The point is that in this way, parents' accommodating behaviors can form a maladaptive feedback cycle with their children's anxiety symptoms and behaviors. Oftentimes, parents think that these sorts of behaviors are in their child's best interest by helping them to better cope with stressful or aversive environments. Therefore, developing an easily accessible prevention strategy that educates parents about the negative long-term effects of accommodation could be one way to proactively address the rapidly rising rates of anxiety disorders across the country. Computerized interventions represent an exciting new area of research that could be leveraged to serve this function. These web-based interventions are easily accessed, free, and usually only take a few hours to complete, thereby overcoming significant geographic, financial, and time commitment barriers that many people face when attempting to access treatment. I am currently extending this work by developing a computerized treatment that will educate parents about the negative long-term effects of accommodation. My thesis involves running a randomized control trial in parents who report high levels of these behaviors to evaluate the efficacy of this intervention. Parents and children will attend a baseline lab visit at which they will both complete questionnaires measuring parental behaviors and children's anxiety symptoms, and parents will complete either the targeted intervention or a control intervention using the same web-based platform but which does not target parental behaviors. Then, parents and children will both complete online questionnaires at 1-month and 6-month follow-ups to evaluate the effects of this intervention over time. I hypothesize that at the 1- and 6-month follow-ups, parents who receive the targeted intervention will report decreased problematic behaviors, and those parents who report these reductions will also report decreases in their children's anxiety symptoms. Teaching parents about the negative long-term effects of accommodation early in development could have a disproportionately large effect on their children's developmental trajectories. This intervention potentially represents a novel, cheap, and scalable preventative measure that could have a broad public health impact. Thank you.
Thank you, Karl.